was the most grueling 2 years of my life. My body was hurting, my relationships were fatigued, right? Because I was always working, I was never at home. We had a brand new daughter at home for part of it, a baby that I was getting to see for 20 minutes before she went to bed at night, which I understand is the life of many, many fathers and mothers, right? But I knew that this job was not my calling. I knew it wasn't my place. I began to pray, and this is right at the start of COVID in 2020, February, or beginning of March. And I called my wife and I said, when this thing has passed, when COVID's over, we also had fires in the area, so I had a smoke mask on, I had my COVID mask on, and I called my wife and I went, when this is past, we're moving. I feel like God has something bigger for us. I feel like there's something on the other side of this. We started praying, we started believing. It was an answer to prayer. I said, God, give me something. And within 24 hours, we had a text, we had a call, right? I could have served at this company for the rest of my life, and I was a good employee. I could have done great. I could have taken care of my family. I could have had a steady career, but I never would have done anything great. It wasn't where I belong. That doesn't mean that some people don't belong in that job and that is where God is calling them for their daily life. But I knew that it wasn't where God was calling me, and I knew that by staying there for as long as I did, I was actually denying the call that God was putting on my life. And it was time for me to turn the corner and step back into it.